How you doing? You okay?
I'm alright, man. My name's OCHE, and I'm just trying to make it through life. I'm 27, I'm not very talkative, quite a quiet person, keep myself to myself. But I advise you, if you want something, go for it, and try to be yourself in life. Don't try to be anyone else, just try to be yourself, you know? Because people will respect you more in the long run if you just be yourself, you know? Because I know a lot of people out there trying to be someone else. Just try and be yourself, you know? And I ain't got a lot to say. I'm quite a quiet, shy person. Keep myself to myself. Sometimes I have my moments, depends on who I'm around. But I suggest you try and be whatever it is you want to do in life. It might sound a bit cheesy or corny, but you know, try to be happy. Whatever it is you do in life, try to be happy. That's the main part in life anyway. Whatever it is, even if you're at McDonald's, you know, try and keep a smile on your face. You know, sometimes I look around and everyone looks so miserable. I want people to be happy. I like to uplift people, you know. Everyone's got different ways of doing things, but I don't know. Try and do things the way you want to do instead of what other people project on you. If you are taking drugs, you know, I suggest you can still take drugs, but you know, drugs affect different people, you know, just like cigarettes. You know, it affects different people. So what might work for you might not work for somebody else, you know. But if you are taking drugs, you can either go rehab to stop, or like me, I'm gonna go rehab soon, and you can get some counselling, or go therapy, or talk to someone about your problems, you know. Don't just keep bottle things up, because if you bottle things up, then it's just gonna explode later on, and it's not gonna be. That's what I used to do, you know. I had to keep my feelings to myself, and they used to explode like 2 days later. So talk to someone, get a friend, talk to someone about your problems. It always helps. Having a good friend there beside you always helps. Parents, you know, family members, you know, cousins, aunties, whoever can help you, just talk more, you know, because this society that we're in is very complicated and confusing, you know, especially for the youth. The youth are growing up, a lot of youth are in prison, you know? Everyone's killing each other, you know? Well, a lot of the youth are learning things that they shouldn't at a very early age, you know, pornography, gangs, violence, drugs, all of that. They're watching movies that are 18 and they're like 14, 15, kids having sex at the age of 15, you know. So I just, you know, this world, I mean, this society now that we're in is very complicated and very misleading. So choose your friends, don't let your friends choose you, because I've been through all of it, you know. Try to, whatever you do anyway, try to be happy. And if you are taking drugs, I suggest, if you do like taking drugs, don't take too much, because it can kill you, you know.
Where are you from?
You know, I'm from Nigeria, and I'm English. So I'm English, Nigeria, and Jamaica. I just want to kind of open up your eyes a bit and try and make sense of what's in front of you instead of the next person. And try and stay in your lane.
And how old are you again?
Me, I'm 27.
27. What was it like for you growing up as a child?
Growing up as a child, I had a lot of bad and good experiences, just like everybody else. You know, I experienced a lot of abuse, a lot of neglection, a lot of seeing things that I shouldn't see at an early age. I also had good memories. You know, if you look through my baby pictures, all these nice moments that I carry with me in my childhood. So, yeah, I'm 27. I'm just trying to make through life at the moment, trying to find my own way. And it's not very easy, it's quite hard. No one said life was going to be hard, but I'm trying my best. And hopefully you see what's in front of you, you know. Try to be happy in whatever you do, because you know life is short, you know.
You said you was abused.
Yeah, I was abused at a young age. Yeah.
What does being abused look like?
Sometimes when you're young, you can't really comprehend it in your head. When you're abused as a kid, you can't really comprehend.
Was it verbal?
It was both. It was all of that. It was abuse, sexual. I've gone through all of that.
And who was that from?
It was from different people. Cannot name, but different people.
Family members, or people that you just knew?
People I knew.
Okay. And at what age do you think this
happened very early, like 10, 9, 11, stuff like that.
So you was really young?
I was very, very young. Very, very, a bit too young.
Did you have any siblings growing up?
Yeah, one sibling, yeah. Is
that brother, sister?
Brother.
Older?
Older.
What was it like with you two? Did you get along?
Yeah, we did. If you see our baby pictures, we get along very, very well. I always loved my older brother. But as we're getting older, we're falling apart. You know? Happens, but you know, it's just how life is.
Did you grow up in the same parent household, or was it separate?
My mum took ill one time, so I had to stay with my dad one time. And my mum and dad separated when I was born, so they didn't live together. But my mum took ill one time, so I had to stay with my dad. And then the government took me back to my dad's, to my mum's again. So it was back and forth, you know.
And how was that experience?
It was a new experience, but I had to take it on the chest. And that's how I developed, you know, as a man. 12, 13, 14 and 16, 17, 18. And when you're 18, you're basically a grown adult, you know. But at early age, it kind of toughened me up, you know. I don't regret the things that happened to me, because it kind of makes me who I am, you know.
So did you get to have a relationship with any of your parents then during this period?
Yeah, I did. I had a relationship with my mum and my dad, but my dad not too good. But my mum very well.
Okay. So, as a student, what was you like? Did you go to school? Do you remember you going to school?
Yeah, I went Hostel boys for 5 years, and I had my good times and my bad times. You know? I mean, I speak for everybody. You know, I'm sure everyone got bullied. I got bullied a lot, but I also made friends and enemies. You know, you know, kind of, you know. And yeah, I went to a public school in Hostel for 5 years. I went primary school, I went college, but I didn't finish college because that's when I started to take mental health and stuff. Like 17, I started to deteriorate, and you know, I got beaten up when I was 16 in secondary school. So that kind of dramatized me, led me to become mental. But whatever you're going through, you can always pull through. Know that you're not alone. I mean, there's someone that's going through worse than what you're going through. There's always someone that's going worse than what you're going through. So if you are going through something that's really bad, just know that you will pull through it. And there is a God, Jesus Christ, and He loves you, and He wants the best for you.
What led to you being diagnosed?
My mum took me to what led me, like how did it happen?
How did it happen?
Yeah, how did it happen? I got beaten up when I was 16 really bad. And that's how it happened. Black eye, you know, ripped hands, blood, everything. You know, just totally beaten up. I had to go to hospital, but I survived, and yeah. And that's how I became mentally ill. PTSD, schizophrenic kind of ish.
So the beating actually is what led to the mental health?
Yeah.
So it wasn't there before?
No.
So there's no issue until that beating? And who was that beating from?
I don't want names, no names.
Was this
but
family member?
No,
or?
like gangs, you know.
Oh, I see.
Back then it was gangs and stuff, but I don't want to mention no names. Gangs. I wasn't in the gang myself, but I got beaten up by a couple of guys and kind of traumatized me, you know? And then I got assessed by the doctors and they said that I got PTSD or schizophrenic or something. So that's how I became sectioned a couple of times. My behavior was very abnormal, started to do not normal things, you know. So I started to get sectioned a couple of times. And in and out of hospital, police, I used to get in trouble with police a lot and stuff. So my behavior was very different.
What then led to you taking drugs?
Now, what led me taking drugs? I didn't know about drugs at that time, but someone just said, "Hey, take this." I took it. I was like, "What is it?" "It's drugs." And I kind of asked them what it is, and they said it's cocaine, you know. I was like, "Okay, I heard of it, but I've never tried it." But they gave it to me, and just kind of went along from there, you know, baby steps. Kind of, where'd you get it from? You know, dealers around the corners and stuff, numbers, and I just kind of made my way. That's how I kind of started drugs, you know.
So that led to you taking what?
Just cocaine. Just cocaine.
Is that all you do now as well? Still just cocaine? Do you have a big addiction to it? Is it a big
Not a big addiction. I can go without it, but I just prefer it to take it.
What's the feeling that you get from it?
The buzz, the feeling, the kind of, you know, feels very, different, but in a good way.
Did the drugs then have any effect on your mental health?
Not really. My mom think it did, but I don't think it did. She says, drugs make impacting on your mental health. I'm thinking, no, it's not. But I don't know, everyone has their own opinion, I guess.
And how are you and your mom's relationship now?
Very strong.
So she's there for you?
Yeah, she's there for me, but I don't live with her, but she tries to help every now and then.
And where do you live now?
Yeah, streets, parks. I go to my mom's house to eat occasionally. I get change from people who are ox on the street. You know, people give me money to get stuff to eat, drink. You know, I just build up my own money, you know, and just go from there. But
if you can go to your mom's house, but why are you on the streets and staying in parks?
Because she doesn't want me at the house.
Doesn't want you there. She told you why? What did she say?
Because my behaviour, I get aggressive towards my mom sometimes. We're still strong, but I get aggressive to her because of money issues and finances, and you know, she knows that I'm taking drugs, so she doesn't let me in the house, basically.
Do you end up taking things from the house?
No.
Take things from her? So what is your habit, daily habit?
Daily habit is, well, I don't smoke cocaine like a big, I only smoke rocks. Like, you know, I don't smoke, I'm not a die hard, like, I just buy one rock and then that's it. Every day, probably, yeah. But I'm not like 4 rocks and just 1, 2 and that's it, you know. It works for everybody, everyone's different anyway, so. But I only smoke about 2 rocks a day, 1 rock a day.
I noticed that you have a lot of bruising around your eyes and your hands as well.
Yeah.
What caused that?
I had a couple of fights, brawls, a couple of people I owe money to that are getting a bit, time, about money, so they get a bit aggressive. I've had a couple of fights and stuff, so I'm just trying to keep safe, keep my mind forward, not left, right, but forward, I'm trying to maintain my appearance in public and trying to be happy.
So was this money owed to a dealer?
Yeah, drug dealer. Yeah.
And how much do you owe him?
About £20.
£20. So why'd you owe him money?
Because I gave him money, but it wasn't the full amount of money, but he gave me something. But it wasn't what I wanted, it was a different kind of drug. But every time I don't give him the money, it adds it up. So naturally I owe him 40 actually, because he added it up. So every time he adds it up, so I gave him a little bit of money, like £2, £3, and he gave me something and said give me, but what I gave him wasn't all of the money, so he wants all of it, the rest of it. Every time I don't pay him, he adds up. So at first it was 10, and then he added it up 20, now again 30, 40. So £40.
So but the truth is you only owe him £10 really.
Yeah.
So he's taxing you.
Yeah, he adds up.
So he's putting interest on the debt, basically.
He took £4 from me today actually. He saw me and kind of intimidated me. But I don't want to mention her names, but I don't know, he just kind of, I had to give him £4.
And when did this happen?
Just about 45 an hour ago.
I'm talking about the fight that you had with him.
The fight that I had with him. About 4 days ago.
And how do you feel now?
I don't feel no type of way.
I'm talking just about you in general. Do you feel okay? Are you alright?
Yeah, I feel alright. I've been in fights before. I'm alright.
You get into a lot of fights then?
Yeah.
Are you getting any support?
Yeah, I used to live in a hostel, but I've still got. I live in a hostel, but I live in the streets, but there's a little hostel that I go to get food and stuff too. Sorry, the truth, and they feed me there, but they don't give me no money. So that's how I make money out here.
But can you stay at that hostel?
Can I stay at the hostel? I can hang out there.
Do you have a room there?
Yeah, I do.
You have a room there?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could actually stay there and sleep there?
Yeah.
But you prefer to not
street, because I don't know, I'm just quite a lonely person, so I like to look at people, I like to mingle with people, I like to talk with people. I've got a room at the hostel, but I keep getting kicked out and they keep accepting me back because the manager likes me, but the staff don't like me, but the person in charge of the hostel likes me, so he keeps bringing me back. Because, I don't know, I think he has a soft spot for me. But my behaviour at the hostel is not very positive, so they kick me out, they keep evicting me and then accepting me, so. But yeah, I've got a hostel and I sleep in the street sometimes. So when I get evicted, I sleep in the street.
Is there a trigger? What triggers you off with your behaviour?
My behaviour, my mental health has got something to do with it. I can go crazy sometimes. I don't want to go too deep into my mental health state, but it's not embarrassing, I just wouldn't like to talk about it. But my mental health is a bit, can deteriorate and I just go a bit crazy sometimes, so I get sectioned, and go into hospital and da-da-da-da.
And you're on medication for it at the moment?
Yeah,
so you take your medication? So if you're in the streets, when do you take those medications?
I take medication every day, sometimes every other day.
Do you have to go to a specific place, or
Yeah, most
there's
of
somewhere you can go and take it? How's your day been today?
My day's been rough and good.
What are your hopes and aspirations for the future?
I want to teach kids how to play football. So I want to
a
teach.
good footballer.
Yeah, very good.
Is that something that you wanted to do when you was young?
I probably want to be a footballer, but I've got too many aches and pains. But I can probably, meet my talent in a different way. Use my talent in a different way. Instead of becoming a footballer like most guys, probably teach kids how to play football so they can become footballers. You know?
Have you looked into it?
Yeah, I have a little bit.
Want to share it with us?
Keep it secret.
Keep it secret. Well, thanks a lot for that interview. Very insightful, and I hope that the future can be exactly as you hoped.
Thank you.
Thank you.